Hello everyone. Today we are going to implement an environment query system to allow NPC characters to find locations that they can shoot from that has a line of sight to the player. So here is a demonstration, and when he see me, he starts shooting at me. But if I break the line of sight, he do this environment query to find out locations that he has a line of sight to me and start shooting. Let me break it again. Right, so yeah, this is how it works. So if I stay hidden long enough, he will no longer be able to find my location, so he will return to his usual duty, which is like look at the one last time the last seen location and then return to the original location. So here is the behavior tree we are working on, and let's see how to implement this today. Right, so my next major goal is to implement a covering system for NPCs, so that when they are in a fight, the NPCs will also go into covers for some times and do the reloading, then come back out of the cover and start shooting. Also, they will not stay in the same location, they will go to different locations, like flanking the player. So for those things, we need to find locations dynamically that has a line of sight from the player towards those locations. So for those things, we have to use environment query systems. So let's get started with that today. Okay, first let me open my behavior tree. So this is what we have at the moment. Let me auto arrange this. These are like somewhat redundant now because we can't keep these things and auto arrange. So we have major threat, minor threat. Oh, we need, this is something I forgot last time. So this is major threat, minor threat, and this is where character doing search last seen position, last known. Let me add a comment here. This is shooting part. And this is, what is this? Free roaming. Or we can say duty. Better. Right, now this shooting part. So in order to implement a system where a character is dynamically running into locations that is visible from the player instead of just going to the last known location, we are going to use an environment query system. So this target actor is something that we directly set in our AI controller. Here, we set it here, target actor. So once we lose the sight to the target actor, we just clear it up. But say if the character is running into a cover, that also will break the line of sight from the target actor, but still he should be aware of the enemy at least for a while. So to implement that behavior, I'll add another key here in the type of object. I'll call that one locked actor. Wait, locked actor. This should be base class actor. Okay, now I'll set this locked actor also in from the AI controller, but I will not clear that through here. I will clear that only through the behavior tree. Maybe not now, but later on we will implement that. So the reason is, like, we should clear the locked actor only when the player is out of fighting and he is no longer aware of the enemy's presence. Maybe like we can decide that behavior in the behavior tree itself. So here for now, let's again do a set value as object. The name is locked actor. Let's make sure we use the right spellings. Just to make sure, I'll just copy that. Set in the behavior tree, and the target actor should be the value, and I will not clear it as I said before. Right, then maybe we should clear this after some time. Let's add a retriggerable delay and have like 20 seconds. So this could be something like cooldown time of maybe 10 seconds. Yeah, I keep changing my mind very fast. I decided not to clear it here, but now I think I should do it. Okay, anyway, so the reason to use a retriggerable delay is, so if and also we have to check if we have a target actor here as well. If we do have a valid target actor, that means we are again still seeing the locked actor. So if we have a valid one, we don't need to clear that up. Okay, right now let's head back to our behavior tree. And so for this part, I'll add another selector here. Add the decorator. This part should execute if the locked actor is set. This part, target actor is not set, and we don't need to change that. And this section should come under this part. So here, instead of the target actor, oh no, if we are seeing the character, that means we have a target actor, so target actor should be fine. And we need another section, sequence. So this part will execute if we don't have a target actor. And also I may want to cancel this part if we get a value for the target actor, so that we can add the not set check for the target actor, but let's leave it for now here. So if we don't have a target actor, let's run EQS query. So this is where I want to find a location that is still visible to the that has a line of sight to the locked actor. So I'm sorry, let me explain again. So I want to find a location that still have a line of sight from the locked actor, so that the enemy AI character can move to that point and start shooting from that point. So that's what I'm going to do here through this environment query. But here we have to assign a query template. This part is deprecated, so I'm going to use this part, query template. Let's create a new environment query. I'll put it under AI EQS. What should we call it? Bank location. Shall we call it like that? Does that make sense? Let's use that name. Right. Now here, what we have to do is we can create a grid. Simple grid generate around which one? Query. That means the NPC character. So we create a generate a grid around the NPC character, and in that grid we test each point in that grid to check if they satisfy the conditions we assign here. So how do we add conditions? First one, we need to have a check to see if we have the visibility to the player from that point. Oh, before that I need to define the grid size. Let's try something like 2000 and space 500. Okay, right. And so for the visibility we can do a trace to courier, and here I'm going to filter out the points that don't have visibility to the target character. So to get the context, so here as the context we should give a reference to whatever the character that this AI character is trying to hit. For that we need to create a query context. To create one, to blueprint class, environment query context blueprint place EQS context locked enemy. Maybe we should call locked actor. But for now what we are going to do is just return in the reference to player character, because since we don't have any other types of enemies, just player character is only concerned, the only possible enemy would be player, but later on we will change that. So here I'll override provide single actor, and as the result in actor I'll get player character and return it. But ideally what I want to have is from the query actor we need to get a reference to the locked actor, which I have to think later like how to do that, but for now just the player. Okay, now here as the context EQS context locked actor and filter only, and we need another test, a distance test. So first let's calculate a point that is closest to the enemy. So he will move to that enemy and try to shoot the player again. So to have a higher value for closest point, we have to make this scoring factor -1. Right. And scoring equation linear. Alright. Is that all? I think that's all. Yeah, run EQS query, EQS blank location, run mode single based item. Yeah, and the blackboard key we need to update is move to location. Okay, find the location and move to that location. Shall we check if this works? Let me delete these two actors to simplify testing. Oh, here we have an error. To clear the value, we need a reference. We need to reference blackboard, right? Or we can just use blackboard like this. Right, let's test. Oh, I need to play, not simulate. Right, let's we can actually visualize EQS queries by pressing apostrophe and 3. So now he saw me and shooting. So if I break the line of sight, now you can see these EQS queries. So these are the EQS queries. Now he should be changing the location. Yeah. Oh wait, he didn't see me. Line of sight is broken. What exactly happening? Let's disconnect this clearing part for now. Test again. Line of sight is broken. Why can't I see the here I'll change this condition. Instead of target actor, I'll use locked actor. Now let's test. Let me make a noise. This on me. Let's enable EQS and right. Wait, it's not moving anyway. Why? Oh, what's wrong? Why is this not executing? Distance to here I should have used distance to query. This is correct. Here here bool match. This one should be, I think, disabled. Yeah, Boolean value to match in order to grant a scoring factor. Not matching this value will not change the score, right? And context is locked actor. Okay, so me still doesn't seem to move. Move location is invalid, so we don't get a valid location from here. Right, so this must be score only, the distance to Korea. Right, now let's test. Let me enable EQS and the line of sight. Right, now he is moving to the, he's moving to a location that he has a line of sight. See, but not the problem is he's going to a location that he has the line of sight, but he's looking at the other direction, so therefore he don't start shooting as he don't see me. So what I should do is, when he is doing this like a flanking like a move, when he has a locked actor, he should be focused on the locked actor when he do the moving. For that, let's define a new task. No, not decorator, sorry. We have a task, PT task set focus. No, actually we need to set, we can just set focus like this. This should work, and as the name focus we need to get focus actor. This must be a blackboard key. Get value as actor. Okay, so if I use this here, focus, PT task set focus, he should keep looking at me when he move toward flanking location. If I break the line of sight, let me enable. Oh, no, he's not focused at me. What's wrong? Sorry, I didn't. I have given move to location. We should give focus locked actor as the blackboard key. Okay, now when he's running, he always focused at me. See? He's like a strafing. Right. Great. Okay, to make it look better, I think we can reduce this timing now. Actually, when we toggle fire, we have a delay here as well. Let's reduce that. Okay, so as you just saw, if the character is somewhere over here and if I hide somewhere over here, the NPC is running into this direction. He only considers the the distance from the NPC character to the point. But if I add another distance query, select this and control W, instead of distance to instead of courier, if I use locked actor, I think it should give a point in a closest point to both character, both locked actor and the NPC character when he decide where to move. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, that works correctly. Okay. Now the next question is when to clear the locked actor. When should we clear that? What if I add a loop here? Three times, and still if he can't see the enemy, he can just clear the value of locked actor. But to test this, we might need a few more covers. Okay, let's test. We enable show me. Let's break the line of sight. Haven't seen me. Yeah. Now I think look, data is cleared. Okay, great. If he see me again, break. Yeah, now that part is executing again. Cool. Yeah, it is working as intended. Now what's happening? Is he doing a search? Okay, he's going back. Alright, it is working as intended. Okay, so I'm gonna stop this episode right here. And now we do have a basic environment query system, so let's continue to improve on that in future. And as always, project files will be available here. If you like to support my work, you can get the membership of the Patreon Club. See you in another episode. Goodbye.